now coming in. Prime Minister Modi will now be holding a high-level meeting on Joshimath, the temple town. Remember, the Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami had also visited the sinking town Joshimath after cracks appeared on the walls of several households. My colleague Mohit Bhatt is joining us from Joshimath for the details. Now, Mohit, we have the Prime Minister's office also confirming that the Prime Minister will be holding a high-level meeting to find out a solution for the residents of Joshimath.
But Pratibha, what we are getting to know is that the Prime Minister's office will hold a meeting regarding the Joshimath crisis today in the afternoon. Principal Secretary to the Prime Minister, P.K. Mishra, Cabinet Secretary and the senior officials from National Disaster Management Authority will be present in this particular meeting. So it's a very, very important meeting, and it comes at a time when people of Joshimath, they have been saying that their houses are developing cracks, land subsidence continues in Joshimath. And I'll show you the visuals over here. We are right now reporting from the Tehsil of Joshimath. While we are speaking, DM is also taking a meeting with the other officials. The senior officials from the administration, whole district of Chamoli are present over here. And we know that how Pushkar Singh Dhami yesterday came over here. He did a survey and went to the affected areas, and he has said that directions have been given to the district administration to survey the danger areas and also to relocate and rehabilitate all the affected people. So today, Prime Minister's office will also be taking this particular meeting at around afternoon or late afternoon, and it will be chaired by P.K. Mishra, the Principal Secretary to the Prime Minister, Cabinet Secretary and the senior officials of NDMA will also part of this meeting. And how exactly the government will provide relief to the people over here will be discussed in this particular meeting. So it's a very, very important meeting, and perhaps for the first time, Prime Minister's office will be holding a meeting and they will be discussing on the Joshimath crisis. Back to in studio.
Okay, all right. So the Prime Minister's office will be holding a meeting, and it's going to be extremely crucial because, of course, the Chief Minister has also visited the area, but there are residents who are now living in fear. The roads are cracked, the walls of these houses have been cracked, and a team of scientists also reached the spot to find out what is the exact cause of this. You know, Mohit, we're also seeing experts being called in to take a look at what exactly the problem is, to find out what it is, because Joshimath is also a very, very important, a very significant place. It's a temple town. It also sees a lot of tourists from across the country that comes in. There is a lot of developmental projects also that have been taken up there. So these are the reasons why the officials are also looking at what could be the exact cause of the reason why the houses are seeing such cracks, rehabilitation programs that have been taken up.
Well, you see, the officials and the experts, they all have been called in to ascertain the real cause of the houses over here developing cracks. But you see, in a 1976 report and various environmentalists, they have been saying that Joshimath is being built on a very volatile belt. Now, rapid urbanization and the projects being undertaken of the Char Dham Yatra, the tunnels were being made, the blast happening, that has resulted in this particular crisis. And this is what the experts have said. What the government panel will come out with their detailed report. But I'll show you the town of Joshimath from here, from the Tehsil, where DM and the other officials are having an important meeting as of now. These particular houses over here are on the verge of falling down, given the fact that how around 600 houses over here have developed severe cracks. Now, people are saying that they want rehabilitation to be done. Many of them have been sent to rehabilitation centers such as primary school, hospitals, makeshift arrangements have been made. But the people say that at night the temperature goes down to -2 degrees, and it has become very difficult for them to live over here. I have traveled to length and breadth of Joshimath and on the Oli Road. I have seen that how exactly people are crying while speaking to us. Imagine you spend all your savings building a house, and then one day you have to leave their house and you do not know where exactly you will be going. So today an important meeting will be held by the PMO. It will be all discussed in this meeting: rehabilitation, evacuation, and what exactly led to this crisis in Joshimath will all be discussed in this particular meeting, which will be chaired by P.K. Mishra, Principal Secretary to the Prime Minister.
All right,
let's
also play that ground report. In fact, I'm now traveling to Joshimath, where the situation is going from bad to worse. Let's play out this ground report to get you a sense of what exactly the situation is like in the area.
जोशीमठ के सुनील वार्ड में हम हैं और सबसे पहले जो दरकने की घटनाएं हैं, मकान दरकने की, दुकान दरकने की, जमीन दरकने की, सबसे पहले यहीं से शुरू हुई थी और यहाँ से औली मात्र 5 से 6 किलोमीटर रह जाता है। तमाम महिलाएं गांव की मौजूद हैं और आज मुख्यमंत्री सीएम जो हैं पुष्कर सिंह धामी पहुंचे थे, लेकिन शायद चंद मिनटों के लिए यहाँ पहुंचे थे, लेकिन 5 मिनट के लिए। लेकिन क्या आपके मकान दुकान बच पाएंगे? क्या आप लोग को
नहीं लगता सर, हमको तो कुछ लगता है नहीं कि कुछ बचेगा। हम तो डर के जी रहे आए। जब हम लोगों ने नीचे पे गिरा, हम रोड में लेट गए, तब जाके आए। ऐसा करना पड़ेगा हमको, अपने हक के लिए लड़ने के लिए हमको रोड में लेटना पड़ेगा। मुख्यमंत्री है, उनको तो हमारी आवाज सुननी चाहिए ना, लेकिन नहीं सुन रहे ना। वो वापिस आ रहे थे। जब हमने रोड पे सारी अध्यक्ष की, सब लोगों की गाड़ी खड़ी की, तब जाके वो यहाँ आए। सुबह से हमको यहाँ बैठा रखा उन्होंने, हम यहाँ भूख हड़ताल पे हैं। क्यों? मुख्यमंत्री है, हम यहाँ हमारी सुनने के लिए तो उनको आना चाहिए था ना।
भूख हड़ताल पे?
हाँ, सुबह से यहाँ बैठी है महिलाएं, जो कि उन्होंने खाना भी नहीं खाया है मुख्यमंत्री के। उस
एक साल से
यहाँ पे बैठ के
आए, हम उनको बुलाने गए, वो आए यहाँ पे और उन्होंने हमारी समस्या सुनी है। हमने
समाधान क्या निकल रहा है?
समाधान उन्होंने ये कहा कि होगा। हम
क्या होगा, क्या करेंगे? अब
क्या होगा, कुछ करने को
मकान कैसे बचेंगे आपके?
अब क्या होगा?
कुछ नहीं बोला उन्होंने।
वो थोड़ा मुख्यमंत्री हमारे जो है कि जनता के बीच में जाने के लिए राजी नहीं है। क्यों? आज मुख्यमंत्री आए थे, लंच तो बाद में था, उनका पहले हमारे जनता के बीच आते ना। वो आए भी वो तब जब हम आधा लेडीज यहाँ पर रही, आधा हम कैंप में, हम रोड पे हम लेट गए।
तमाम महिलाएं हैं जो अपनी मांगों के लिए धामी से मिलना चाहती थी, लेकिन धामी बहुत कम देर के लिए आए। जब वो महिलाएं उनसे मिलने की मांग के लिए पहुंची, और ये सुनील वार्ड है, मैं आपको दिखा दूं, ऊपर औली का रास्ता है और यहाँ भी तमाम घरों में दरकन हुई है। और टाइम्स 9 भारत अपने कैमरे के जरिए दिखाएगा कि कैसे यहाँ मकान, दुकान, बाजार, खेत, सब कुछ बर्बाद होने की कगार पर है।
In fact, the holy town of Joshimath has many mandirs and ashrams in the area. The residents also told Times Now that they have nowhere to go and that a solution must be found immediately by the government.
Joshimath, it's sinking. The land subsidence continues in the holy town of Joshimath, and in fact, even the temples are developing cracks and people over here are very scared. Right now, we are reporting from Shankaracharya Math Madhav Ashram near Narsingh Mandir, and we have the priest over here to explain to us, and we'll show our viewers that how exactly, in fact, in the temples also, the cracks have been developed. Sir, हमसे बात करने के लिए शुक्रिया। आपका नाम?
मेरा नाम श्री वशिष्ठ ब्रह्मचारी है। मैं इस शंकराचार्य मठ का प्रबंधक हूँ। तो यहाँ पर पिछले कई दिनों से 12-13 महीने से लगभग दरारों का सिलसिला जारी था।
हम थोड़ा चाहेंगे कि आप बोलते रह, हमें दिखाएं क्या क्या दरारें हैं। हाँ,
ये पिछले कुछ दिनों से ये जो दरारें हैं ये थोड़ा बढ़ रही हैं। 12-13 महीने से ये जो दरारें थी ये पहले हल्की मात्रा में थी। अब आप ये देख रहे हैं, ये मंदिर हैं, इन मंदिरों में ये आप छत में आप देख रहे हैं, छत ने और दीवार को छोड़ दिया है। ये पिलर छूट गए हैं।
पिलर तो अलग ही लग रहे हैं।
हाँ, पिलर बिल्कुल अलग लग रहे हैं। ये मंदिर की पिछली साइड में आप देखेंगे, यहाँ 4-4 इंच 5-5 इंच का गैप आ रहा है।
जरूर दिखाइए अगर हम दिखा पाएंगे तो। So there you see, this is the Shankaracharya Math over here, and in fact, huge cracks have developed over here. In fact, the pillars are also coming out. We'll just move throughout this particular ashram and show you that how scary the situation is. And you can see over here. So there you see the floor over here, that how the cracks have developed, and there's a huge space between the tiles over here, and in fact many of the pillars are also moving away from the main wall, as you can see over here in this particular wall. And we'll go towards the shivling over here, and we'll see in this particular area that where exactly the cracks are. So the situation is very scary. In fact, this is a very holy mutt in the town of Joshimath Madhav Ashram. Those who are familiar with Uttarakhand and Joshimath, they must be knowing about the nursing temple, the ancient nursing temple, and this particular mutt is just adjacent to that nursing temple.
On that note, we are slipping into a quick break here. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the political controversy brewing in Karnataka.